I'm coming to you from the balcony on our cruise ship. We're here at the port in Cozumel, and something changed with prices, and it was kind of a big deal. So I wanted to take a moment to give you an update because this actually kind of changes things from my video from Friday, just a few days ago, really. Now we have another change that's actually good. It's good for you, it's good for everybody, but I want to go through it because this does change the equation a little bit, changes the dynamics. And although we had some pretty amazing deals to be had just on Friday, they're even better now, and this all changed late last night. So make sure you stick around to the end because I want to break this down and show you why you might want to seriously consider this. And also, before we jump into that, I can't thank you all enough for already subscribing. And for those of you who have not, we are so close to 100,000 subscribers, and I can't get there without you. It doesn't cost you anything. You won't be getting spammed in your email. Just hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And now, let's dive into the details. Over time, Tesla has tried a number of different types of incentives, whether it's physical incentives like free options, or it's dollars off on inventory, or just changing the price. It's been kind of all over the board, and over the last couple of years, that has really turned into a hybrid model. So Tesla has really taken advantage of pulling a number of different levers depending on what the goals are for that quarter, that month, that year, what have you. Tesla is facing a huge goal here in this last quarter. We are getting ready to turn into December. It means they have like 1 month left to have a blowout month of deliveries. So this quarter is super important for them to hit their total goal for the year. And to do that, they're going to have to move a lot of cars. To move a lot of cars, that's good for you because that means incentives are going to continue to evolve, improve, and change as we march to the end of this year. Now, historically, this is what we have seen. Tesla will change these incentives all the way up to about 2 weeks before the end of a quarter. So over the next 2 or 3 weeks, there's still an opportunity where we might see some additional changes in what incentives we get from Tesla. But right now, here's what we're looking at. Right now, when you take delivery, get 3 months of full self-driving for free. Of course, full self-driving has changed significantly and has gotten really good. This is actually a really good value to have. It's about $300 in value if you were to rent this on a monthly subscription basis like they offer in the app right now. But in addition, you get 3 months of supercharging for free. And how much that is worth depends on how much you're going to drive. So whether it's buying you 3 months to get something permanently installed in your garage, or taking advantage of all the road trips you can possibly think of in the shortest amount of time possible, free supercharging is actually a really good deal. Just a few days ago in my update video, I told you we finally have some inventory discounts, which had been missing since at least March. These inventory discounts are still sitting around about $1,000 off on the long-range rear-wheel drive for the base model. Unfortunately, over on the Model 3, however, there's still no major discounts unless you go up in trim or, of course, look for a demo model in inventory. One of the better deals, especially now that full self-driving is starting to become a daily usable thing, is full self-driving transfer. So if you have full self-driving on an existing Tesla, you can transfer that to your new purchase. You do not have to sell your car. You don't have to trade it in. You can just remove full self-driving from that vehicle and turn it on the new vehicle. So I like how they do this because they don't force you to trade it in and take some lousy trade-in value or what have you. You can keep that car and just transfer full self-driving to the new one. Of course, we have 0% interest rate on Model 3 and Model Y. 0% on Model 3, not quite as good as on the Model Y, but we're looking at 0% for 36 months, 0.99% for 48 months, 1.99 for 60 months, 2.99 for 72 months, 4.99 for 84 months. But over on the Model Y, it's actually even better. 0% up to 60 months on the Model Y, 0.99% at 72, and 2.99 at 84. These are great deals, especially if you're going to finance your purchase. Now, of course, we've had this for just a little bit now. $299 a month lease available on both the Model 3 and Model Y. And that is the same lease price, which used to be about $50 difference to get a Model Y, was about $50 more on a lease monthly payment than the Model 3. Now it's the same price, $299 a month. Of course, that's 10,000 miles, but We'll come back to that here in just a few moments. We also still have a free paint color with the Model 3 Performance if you buy full self-driving, and on the Model X, you can get a free paint option if you purchase full self-driving as well. So you get a 6-seat Model X in the base color with full self-driving and still get the tax credit. Kind of a good deal, kind of a good workaround to get more seating capacity in the Model X and still be tax credit eligible. We still have that awesome $1,000 military and spouse program. So military veterans and their spouses, they will get $1,000 off the purchase of any Tesla. Very easy to do. It's automatic all through the website at id.me. You can follow those links on Tesla's website. And then also we have this strange new program with Uber. Pretty cool, awesome setup that they did. It's going to be $1,000 in Tesla credits that you'll get when you take delivery of your vehicle, and then after 100 trips are completed, Uber will be paying you $1,000 bonus. Now you can stack this with the military program, but you cannot stack this with the referral program. And speaking of the referral program, this is where we had a really good change. Referral program has been $500 for Model 3 and Y and $1,000 for S and X. That just changed. It's now $1,000 for 3 and Y and $2,000 for the S and the X. It's kind of a big deal because this changes things when it comes to financing or leasing a vehicle. Of course, we've had this $7,500 tax credit for those of you who are eligible. Real quickly on that, it is not technically a refundable credit. However, if you transfer that credit to the dealer, they will not be going after you for clawback. So only if you transfer it to the dealer, it doesn't matter what your tax liability is. You just have to meet income limitations. If you wait until tax time to file to claim it, which is totally fine, you then also have to have the tax credit eligibility to claim that full $7,500. So kind of a workaround, something to think about of how you want to do this, but generally speaking, you're going to want to apply this at time of purchase if you meet those income restrictions. So we can still get a base Model Y for $1,000 off. We can get a $1,000 inventory discount, $7,500 tax credit, $1,000 referral now, and $1,000 military cash. That gives us $10,500 in value. $44,990 standard price comes down to $34,490. But over on the lease, I really thought it was going to come in at $259. It's actually $260. So almost into the 250s to lease this. That's $260 for 10,000 miles for 36 months. And if you bump that up to 12,000 miles, it does go up to $283 a month to lease that vehicle. Over on the Model 3, we still have no discounts on inventory, so you just get the $7,500 tax credit, $1,000 referral, which is better than it was the other day, $1,000 in military cash, or $9,500 in total discounts, bringing a base of $42,490 down to $32,990. $271 at 10,000 miles a year for 36 months, $292 at 12,000 miles for 36 months. If you combine a better interest rate on financing or a better lease rate and a discount on inventory, it's actually cheaper to both finance and to lease a Model Y. So about $10 a month less to lease a more expensive vehicle that has way more room, but it's not refreshed. So it doesn't have the cooled seats, doesn't have the dual screens, the updated interior, quieter cabin noise, better suspension, new tires, that kind of thing that is coming on the refresh Model Y. So what are you giving up on going with a long-range rear-wheel drive over all-wheel drive? You're actually going to get more range than you get in the all-wheel drive. Although you only get rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive, the stereo is not quite as good as it is in the all-wheel drive. It does not have real fog lights in it. The cargo cover over the back is not there. And your 0 to 60 is 6.5 seconds versus 4.8 seconds. So I'm about to do something that's probably going to get me in trouble with the wife. So I might need your help with suggestions in the comments on how I do this without making her too mad. So again, coming to you from Cozumel on the balcony here, overlooking the beautiful blue ocean behind me. I thank you for joining today, and I can't wait to catch you on the next one.